I think for me, those sacred encounters that I take away are the moments that have taken my breath away, where patients, I feel like I walk away almost sometimes as the one that's been given this incredible gift. One particular story that I had in mind was in my days of oncology nursing, when a lot of the times we're there for that conversation that treatment's no longer working. And one particular story that stands out in my mind was a young mother. She was in her early 40s, and it was stage 4 ovarian cancer. And she had a young daughter who was 20 years old. And as they were trying to tell her and explain to her to go home on hospice, which really was her best choice, she pulled me aside one day and said, "I don't want to go home. I don't want the home that is the only place for my daughter, for her last memory to be the place that I died." And it was in that moment that I really heard her, and I understood why. She wanted that home to continue to be a happy place of the happy memories and not the one of her daughter losing her mom. So I advocated, and we kept her there, and we kept her comfortable. And it was a dying process of about 3 weeks, which isn't normal that we keep somebody in the hospital that long, but it really was her last wishes and many conversations. And I was coming through an end of my weekly shift, and her breathing was changing. And I knew those times were most likely by the time that I would come back several days later, she wouldn't be there. I kissed her goodbye on her forehead and thanked her for allowing me to care for her, and hugged her daughter and said to please take care and to please keep in touch. I was surprised when I came back several days later that she was still there. Again, she was my patient as I was coming on shift. The daughter was happy to see me. She said, "She's been waiting for you." And within the first 2 hours of my shift, she passed away. And her daughter looked at me and she said, "I knew she was going to wait for you. She wanted you to be the one that was here with me for the day."
So it wasn't just about being with her, the patient. It was about being with her daughter.
Yeah, we'd had several conversations. I'm a single mom, full-time single mom, and this was the same situation. The hardest part sometimes isn't yourself moving on from this world. It's about who will be there to comfort your children as you go. Because she had chosen me to be that person, to be there for her daughter when she left. It was an incredible honor. And I stayed in touch with her daughter for many years after. She would come by and see me. And when she said she just felt the need, or her mom wanted her to come say hi.
No, Janice, that makes me think of the phrase that we often say in our work, which is healing is possible even when curing is not. You knew that she wasn't going to be cured. She knew she wasn't going to be cured. And her daughter knew she wasn't going to be cured. But look at what you provided in terms of healing for that moment, that patient and that daughter.
Absolutely. And I think that's a lot of work that you do in palliative care and hospice. It's about providing what you can in that moment, in that glimpse of time. You don't look forward, you don't look backward. You just be there present in that moment for what it is. I think that's what allows us a sacred encounter. That's when you are able to not be thinking of the next task or the next thing that you have to do. When you allow yourself to truly just be present in the moment and open to whatever it is your patients are telling you, you're truly able to listen to those needs. And sometimes it's simply that act of listening.